lovelies, how are you? I hope you're doing great. It was a special day today because I ordered the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Grunge palette. It's called Sugar and Grunge palette, and I fell in love with that palette. They have amazing palettes. It was something about the nostalgia of the grunge era that caught my attention the most, so I had to grab it. And I was surprised that it got here super fast. I never get anything super fast, so I was super excited when I found it today. I got it today. I was like, oh, okay, great, I'm gonna do a video today and post it quickly, because this rarely happens to me. I always get everything 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, even a month later. That's how it is for me here living in Puerto Rico. So I was excited, and I quickly grabbed my phone because I wanted to do like a little short reel or a short me opening the palette and show you. To my surprise, this is what happened. So this is the palette right here. I mean, the cover, gorgeous. And it brings 24 shades. 24 shades for the 90s sweetheart, which I'm all about. I love the 80s and the 90s. Those are my decades. And it's a beautiful cover inside. The colors inside are gorgeous. But when I opened it, let me open this very carefully. This is what happened. The mirror is shattered. Like completely shattered. It is only there because, you know, all the mirrors have that little seal that you're supposed to peel off. Thank goodness for that, because that's the only thing holding it up. I can never take that off because then it would just pop out, all of it. There was a little bit, tiny little micro particles on this right here, so that's why I'm keeping that there always. The good news is the shadows are all perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the shadows, so that's good. I was still debating if I wanted to like ask for a refund or a new one, or I don't know what to do. Because the shadows are fine, but the mirror is broken, and my only concern is that maybe some of the little particles like on the edges here where it's not sealed could fall on the shadows, and then I'm applying that near my eye, and that worries me a little bit. But I really want to play with it. I've been dying to use this, so I think I'm gonna use it anyway. What would you do in this situation? You gotta let me know for future reference, because would you ask for your money back, or would you want a replacement, or would you just stay with it and use it like that? I'm curious to know what would you have done in my situation. See, I can see one right now here, a little particle of, I can see the shine, the glare. It's very tiny, but still it worries me that I don't want it to get into any of the shadows. Let me just open this up. I can't use that mirror obviously, so I'm gonna have to use my own. And let me take this off, and I think I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna keep this, of course, because I'm gonna continue placing it on top. So let me really check this if I see anything peeking through or anything like that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for what I could see, I think it's okay. I definitely wanted to play with the reds first. That's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do that even before I got the palette. I wanted to play with the reds, so I think I'm gonna go in and start. I'm not gonna move the palette that much, just in case. So I'm gonna stick to the first row where all the reds are, and I'm gonna take a fluffy brush like this and start with flannel. Gorgeous color. And to make matters even worse, this is my first time purchasing from them, so it's like, oh, my first time purchasing from them. I've been wanting to purchase from Blend Bunny since they first came out, but something always happens that I can't, or something always happens that I can't. And then this time I did it, and finally I got to purchase from them, and then it comes with a broken mirror. I was super excited to receive it because, like I said, I never get anything early or on time. I just wish that they would change the way they pack their eyeshadows. I wish it would come in a box. I think if it would have come in a box, it would have been better. It came in a bag, and that's a big risk. for palettes, the eyeshadows can break easily, or the mirror, in this case, that's what happened to me. I just wish they would upgrade to like packing their eyeshadows in a box better. I think it'd be safer that way. Hopefully they do that in the future. I think I've only had one bad experience with makeup that came broken, and I think it was with, yes, it was with an Ace Beauté palette years ago. One of the eyeshadows came a little bit like cracked, but yeah, it was the green shade, I remember now. And I think it's because that also came in a bag. See, bags are not good. No bags. This color is very pretty. Another reason why I decided to purchase this palette, even though I'm on a low buy, is because I love how it's organized. I love when brands do that. When they organize everything, they just make it easier for you to visualize what to do. I love that. And with this one, it's laid out in a way that you could make 6 looks, and then you could just mix it up. And now I'm gonna take the darker shade below that one, which is called Drew. And I love the names of these. Listen to this: Skater Girl, Flannel, Teen Spirit, Garage Band, Payphone. Oh my god, remember those? Payphones. Oh, that was terrible. You have to be so quick with everything and say what you were gonna say, because then you have to keep adding more quarters. Oh, that was torture. You don't see payphones anywhere anymore. Oh, this is such a gorgeous color. Oh, it's so beautiful. Very pigmented. I know I wanted to play with the reds, but I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Probably something smoky, I don't know. I want to lighten things up a little bit here to clean it up a little bit, and I'm going to be using from that same row the first one, which is called Skater Girl. So now I'm going to clean this portion up a little bit because I want something light in there. Okay, so I cut the crease and I added glitter primer, and I'm going to use the shimmer called Bubblegum, which I think is so freaking beautiful. And I'm just gonna pack this on right here. So far I'm loving how they're performing everything, the mattes and this shimmer. It's very pretty. They blend great with each other. There's no patchiness. I'm loving it. I definitely have to get the rest of their palettes because they're really, really gorgeous. And if it's anything like this, I'm gonna love it. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend in that color again, right in here. And the first shade. So for the bottom, I'm going to stick with the same colors. Going in with that shade called Flannel. Take this lower than usual. So far, I'm not getting any fallout, so that's good. I'm going to take that fluffier brush, bigger one, with the first shade called Skater Girl to blend this out and add more at the bottom. Take it more lower. That adds to the grungy effect. And then with a smaller one, we're going with the shade called Drew. Take that halfway only. I definitely know I'm gonna use this again, like in a get ready with me or something like that, because I want to continue playing with this palette. I love it so far. I could add that same one up here in the corner. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm I'm gonna add some eyeliner falsies and I'll be right back. Okay, so I added some falsies by Cara Beauty. This is the style 202 and my e.l.f. eyeliner, which I love, and I'm running low on this. I have to get another one. So this says here palette for eye and face, so I'm gonna try to use one of the shades as blush. I guess I'll go in with the lightest pink. Let me see if my brush fits in there a little bit. Yeah, it does. Let's see how this looks. So that's great that you could actually use this palette as blush or highlight. Love that when brands create stuff like that. I'm gonna mix the Baby T and Skater Girl together and see what I come up with. I guess it seems too light for me. Probably. Yeah, it's too light for me. And then I think flannel is gonna be too dark for me. So we'll just add a little bit of that. Okay, that's better. I mixed flannel and Skater Girl. Very pretty. So for highlight, I think I'm gonna use, let me see, this is Prom Queen. And then this is Bubblegum, which is the one that I use on my eyelids. I think I'm gonna use Prom Queen. I don't know if this is gonna pick up on a brush like this, but I'll try. Oh yeah. It does. It does a lot. But just keep in mind, it is a glitter highlighter if you use it like this. If you don't like glitter highlights, then you're not gonna like doing this because it's straight up glitter. It looks gorgeous, and if you're into that blinding effect, you're gonna love using these as highlighters. You see that? Let me just tone that down a little bit because I'm not into blinding highlighters, so, but that's just me. So this is the final look. What do you think? I love this formula. This is, I don't want to move this around too much, but I love this palette. I love it, I really do. Even though the mirror is broken, but that's fine because the eyeshadows were safe. I love how they blend, how pigmented they are. They're very pigmented, but easy to blend, which I love. You don't have to struggle building it up, so that's awesome. And I'm super excited to do more looks. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do another look in another video because I don't think I'll have time to do 2 looks for this video, but I will do another one. Let me know if you grabbed this palette and what you think of it and all that good stuff in the comments down below. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. That helps me out a lot, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.